Every beginner puts tomato seedlings by a window at least once. Every beginner watches them stretch upwards towards the glass and thinks, they're reaching for the sun, that's probably good. No, that's not good. That's the plant starving. This is one of the biggest myths beginner gardeners run into when starting tomatoes indoors. People look at a bright window and think, yeah, that should be enough. Your seedlings disagree. Light is not just about whether a room looks bright to you. Plants care about intensity, duration, consistency, and spectrum. That's the difference. Window light looks bright to humans because our eyes are incredibly good at adjusting to low light conditions. Tomato seedlings are not impressed by your living room optimism. And this is why so many beginner seedlings end up tall, thin, pale, and floppy on a windowsill. Window light usually isn't intense enough, especially during late winter and early spring when most people are starting tomatoes. Cloudy days reduce light even more. The sun angle is lower, days are shorter, and unless you have an extremely bright south-facing setup, the seedlings simply aren't getting the energy they need. Now, technically, can window light work? Maybe for a few days, sometimes for germination, sometimes for herbs, but for strong tomato seedlings, usually not. Sure, it can happen somewhere, sometime. I just don't depend on that because tomatoes are highlight plants. They want strong, consistent energy every single day, and windows are inconsistent by nature. Morning changes, weather changes, clouds change, seasons change. Even the direction of your window matters. So the plant spends its entire early life trying to adapt to unstable conditions. That's why window-grown seedlings often stretch towards the glass. They're literally chasing light. And once seedlings start stretching, they weaken fast. Thin stems, weak structure, poor transplant recovery, lower long-term vigor. That's the real cost of weak indoor light. Now, compare that to grow lights. Grow lights solve the exact problems windows create. First is intensity. Good grow lights provide strong, concentrated light directly where the seedlings need it. Second is consistency. The plant gets the same quality of light every day regardless of weather, clouds, or whether spring has decided to emotionally collapse for 3 days straight. Third, spectrum. Full spectrum grow lights deliver the balance of red and blue wavelengths seedlings use most effectively. Full spectrum grow lights deliver the balance of red and blue wavelengths seedlings use most effectively for healthy growth. That creates shorter internodes, thicker stems, darker leaves, and stronger overall structure. The difference after a few weeks becomes obvious. One tray looks stressed and desperate, the other looks compact, healthy, and ready for transplanting. And this is where beginners usually get frustrated. They think they have bad seeds, bad fertilizer, or some mysterious watering problem. Most of the time, the plant just isn't getting enough usable light. I use full spectrum LEDs on timers because consistency matters more than occasional bursts of midnight gardening responsibility. Now the good news is you don't need some commercial greenhouse setup that looks like you're growing tomatoes for a space agency. A basic LED grow light setup works extremely well. Keep the lights close, usually around 2 to 4 inches above the seedlings. Run them about 14 to 16 hours per day, and use a timer so the schedule stays consistent. Take a look at my do-it-yourself hothouse video and it'll show you how I do it. Here's the bottom line. Windows are for looking, grow lights are for growing. If you want compact, healthy tomato seedlings that actually thrive after transplanting, give them the light they were designed to grow under. Windows are for humans. Grow lights are for plants. If you want compact, healthy tomato seedlings that actually thrive outdoors later, the light source matters. And once you solve the light problem, the next thing you need is a way to judge whether your seedlings are actually healthy or just surviving. Stay curious, keep learning, and we'll see you in the garden. Let's get after it.